In this battle, I have just one thing to say. Blunder Policy. So I bring in Nagirna, he brings in Alakazam. If he then switches into Toxapex, I go for the Zap Cannon. Somehow I hit. It gets paralyzed, and I miss my Zap Cannon. Which is good because I am Blunder Policy. It uses Recover, and I hit another Zap Cannon. Toxapex goes for Scald, gets the burn. I'm not sure why it doesn't have Haze. But I hit another Zap Cannon, and Toxapex goes down. Now, Soul Heart activates. Dragapult comes in, Dazzling Gleam. Next comes Charizard. I should have, but I didn't want to risk it with a Zap Cannon, so I just went for an Ice Beam. It goes for Flamethrower. It takes me down. And then he... Such garbage, Lamau. Such garbage that it took down 2 of your Pokemon, while you only took down 1 of mine. Okay, you know what? Let's see if it's still garbage at the end of this. So I go for the Hydro Pump, it misses, and I activate my Blunder Policy. I go for another Hydro Pump, we hit, and down goes Charizard. Alolan Ninetales comes in, I go for the Sludge Wave, it gets poisoned. It goes for Blizzard. I barely hang on, and I still barely hang on. When he switches into Druddigon, I just go for another Sludge Wave just to get damage done with. So then I bring in Durant. Durant, Ironhead. Durant does Blunder Policy things because that's what Durant does best. He goes for Dragon Tail. I bring out my Poliwrath. I just go for Ice Punch because I don't want to risk getting missed and Dragon Tailed out. Alakazam comes in. I just accept my fate. I go into Gallade. It has Dazzling Gleam. And I go for Knockoff. I should have gone for Hypnosis, but I didn't want to risk it. So that ended up biting me in the butt. I bring Durant in. We missed the first impression. The one time I didn't want to, and Shadow Ball takes me down. So it's 2 against 1 with Jolteon. I go for Shadow Ball, I somehow outspeed. And finally, Ninetales. With a Thunder taking it down. So, see Doubtful? I just made you eat your words. Did Blunder Policy screw me over at times? Yes, but it was mainly because of my mistakes. So, let's go over the team. We have Poliwrath holding the Blunder Policy with Water Absorb because having an immunity is good. Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Liquidation, Dynamic Punch. I don't know about you, but I love, and I mean love, using moves that only have a 50% chance to hit, especially with Blunder Policy. Now, we have Max Attack, Max Speed with an Adamant Nature. Just so that way we can hit as hard as we possibly can. Thank you, Pokemon, for giving Poliwrath Drain Punch and Liquidation. It needed these. Like, flat out needed. It could have run close combat, but, you know, I would rather have Drain Punch. Jolteon with Volt Absorb. You can run Quick Feet, but I just wanted to have it just in case Poliwrath is going against an electric type. Shadow Ball, Thunder, Electro Ball, Hyper Voice. Shadow Ball, it's coverage. Thunder, it can activate our Blunder Policy. Electro Ball, if we are faster, it does more damage. And because we have Blunder Policy, odds are we're gonna be faster than something. And then Hyper Voice is just because of the fact how our move pool is kind of garbage without Hidden Power or Signal Beam. We have Modest Nature with max special attack and max speed, although you could run Timid if you wanted to. In fact, I would recommend it, but the damage... the damage is insane with Modest. Gudra! Yeah, you wouldn't expect this thing to have Blunder Policy with Sap Sipper because Poliwrath is also weak to grass. Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor was a bit too risky with that lowering of special attack, which would mean that we'd have to switch, which would then make our Blunder Policy useless. Hydro Pump, it's a move that has a chance to miss. Thunderbolt and Sludge Wave, great coverage moves for Gudra. Now, instead of Thunderbolt, you could run Flamethrower or Fire Blast, and also Ice Beam, but I'm just fine with what I had. Max special attack, max speed with a timid nature because we hit hard, but we still don't outspeed that much with only base 80. But you could also run Modest, and that would get the job done. In fact, it would do even more. Durant! Durant does Durant things. Blunder Policy again, with Hustle. First impression, Stomping Tantrum, Iron Head, and X-Scissor. First impression, it's the best user of it because it gets Hustle, Stab, Priority. It hits hard. Stomping Tantrum, we have Hustle. We have a bigger chance to miss. Therefore, Stomping Tantrum will do more damage than an Earthquake, which is good because we don't get Earthquake. Iron Head and X-Scissor are our main stabs. Iron Head, it has that chance to flinch. And X-Scissor is because we don't have anything like Leech Life, sadly. If it got Leech Life, it would be pretty broken. Gallade, it has Hypnosis, and I decided to use it, with Drain Punch and Zen Headbutt as our main stabs. Although Zen Headbutt also has a 90% chance to miss. I have Knockoff, but you could also have Shadow Sneak in case you need that priority. I could have used that priority, but in the end I probably should have just, Hypnosis on the Alakazam. Jolly Nature, max attack, max speed, because our attack is already sky high, our speed is only lackluster. And then finally, Bagirna. So, before Sword and Shield came out, obviously Blunder Policy didn't exist. But another thing that didn't exist, Bagirna did not get Zap Cannon, as far as I can tell, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So, I slapped that on, along with Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam because even though we're going to be boosting our special attack because of Soul Heart, it would also be lowered by Flora Cannon. Ice Beam is just our good coverage, and Flash Cannon is our stab. So let's think this over. Zap Cannon has a 50% chance to miss. That activates our Blunder Policy. We are max special attack, max speed, with a timid nature. So, what does that mean? It means not only is our speed rose, but each time we take something down, our special attack gets boosted. It's pretty much like giving you a choice scarf, I believe. Except you're actually able to switch your moves. And you get a special attack boost every time you take something down. So yeah. I enjoyed this. I just wanted to apologize for not uploading in about 2 weeks. I've just been having lots and lots of trouble with audio. So you're getting 2 videos today. With that being said, bye everyone. See you next time. Peace.